I think we oftentimes think a lot about like, okay, as long as you get, you get a student, you get a child into a great school, that the rest is taken care of, right? Because, of course they would have had a great academics, great professors, great teachers, and like the rest is history. And that couldn't be further from the truth.
The first door to the American dream is clearly getting to college. But we believe there's a second door, and that's about realizing your full potential. Position yourself to become a leader in your community and your organization, and having a platform to change the world and influence thousands. 30% of our population is a minority, and within the next generation that's going to be close to 50%. But only 3% of our senior leaders are African American, Hispanic, or Native American. That's a problem on the individual level, that's a problem for our institutions, and that's a problem for our communities, because they need the kind of leadership that comes from within. When I was thinking about starting MLT, what I wanted to do is change the trajectory of young people in this nation.
My father worked at UPS. He was a box sorter for years. My mom was a paraprofessional. She became a teacher over time.
I immigrated to New York when I was 11. I didn't speak any English, so that was a big challenge for me. But at the same time, I'm a person that really loves challenges.
The only thing that I knew that I wanted to do was to kind of like get out of my neighborhood. And so I was just kind of like, I know I want to go to college, and then I want to figure it out from there.
So after high school, I was actually an airplane mechanic for a number of years. I enjoy working my hands, but I knew that I wanted to work in the corporate world. I would look at Manhattan's skyline at night, lit up. I need to be there. I need to do whatever it takes to get there. I left being an airplane mechanic to Baruch College and ultimately landed on Wall Street working in investment banking.
The game changes significantly once you get out into the professional world.
Okay, if I just put my head down and work really, 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 really hard, that the rest of it will take care of itself. And the truth is that's not the case.
At MLT, we've learned that if you give young folks that winning playbook and the coaching to execute that playbook, that's the prescription to realize their leadership potential.
The playbook is very important because in the case of non-minority students, they have old boy and old girl networks that can fill them in on what they should be doing and not.
You have to have a more comprehensive solution that takes people at the early stages all the way toward the senior levels. We're seeking young people who are talented, ambitious, hardworking, and scrappy, people who want to change the world.
They identify really terrific people. It's an organization that stays with its participants through the career cycle.
When I first got the call to be a part of MLT, it was amazing. I felt that it was really a pivotal point in my life. And I felt like that was the catapult that was going to take me to the next step.
It's incredibly hard to realize your potential if you're not doing something that you're truly passionate about, and if you're not doing something that is in your sweet spot in terms of your biggest gifts.
I think MLT does a phenomenal job at really helping you looking at your career from a very holistic standpoint. What is it that you truly want to achieve?
MLT is about understanding where the bar is, okay? What the highest performers are doing, what it takes to get to the next level and the next level after that.
As a result of MLT, I feel like I'm in charge of my career, and I'm activating the people around me and mentors and coaches to help me think critically about where am I, where do I need to go to, and how do I think about my next steps.
This is not rocket science. Everyone needs coaching.
American Express really believes in the mission of MLT. They are making a fundamental difference in the workforce and in our society overall.
It's incredibly touching and rewarding to see a young person accomplish something that they didn't think they could do. But what I really enjoy seeing the most is that the process of getting there changes their perspective on the world and where they view their place in the world. We're all incredibly proud of the results that we've driven for our partners and for our fellows over the last 10 years. Our country would be in a significantly different place if we had 10 more Ken Chanels, 10 more Christy Haubeggers, 10 more Ursula Burns, 10 more Joe Echeverrias. As I look into the future, I see 1,000 MLT senior leaders and a pipeline of 10,000 coming from behind them who are transforming our institutions, our communities, and our nation.
Hopefully in 10 years, a kid Googles Latino entrepreneur and they see my face and they read my story and they can say, hey, that guy is just like me.
I see John taking it to the stars, frankly.